Don't forget to put the ball in after the vibes. Now listen, man. Let's talk about the Sixers. This is Tyrese Maxey's team. And we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. You got Sixers losing 125 to, what was it, like 112 or something crazy. Whatever the score was. I know that the Sixers lost to the dang on Pistons. And you let Malik Beasley go off for 36 points, a career high. Straight embarrassing. It's just like, I don't understand how the Sixers look this bad when you have the big three going against a Pistons team that at the time wasn't even above 500 record-wise. They don't have Cade Cunningham. And you let Tobias Harris in the Detroit Pistons just beat the brakes off of us. Tobias Harris outplayed PG in every way possible. Tobias Harris, you know, the old saying is Tobias Harris over me. Well, now it's the opposite. You know what I mean? Tobias Harris is probably saying Paul George over me. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? So it's just like, honestly, I just don't understand how the Sixers look that bad with the big three. I know Yabusele wasn't playing. I know Yabusele was, I'm not sure if he's hurt, but he didn't play. But for the Sixers to show up like that, they didn't show no effort. They didn't show no heart. They didn't show anything. They literally showed up to Detroit, Michigan, and do anything to winning, especially in that first half. Like Joel Embiid, Paul George, and hold on, let me get back to Tobias. They let Tobias Harris, like not they, but it's just like Tobias Harris looks so much better than Paul George. I know I haven't been watching the Pistons all year. They're only a 500 team, so I'm not going to overhype. Shout out to you, my brother. But I'm not going to overhype what the Pistons are doing this season. But the trade, the signing of Paul George compared to the signing of Tobias Harris, I will almost say that Tobias Harris looks better than Paul George. Like Tobias Harris, I'm choosing Tobias Harris. I can't believe I'm even saying this. I'm choosing Tobias Harris over Paul George right now. And the bad thing about all of this is Paul George is in his first year of his contract. We still got 3 more years to go. Shout out to you. Yeah, I'm just talking about the Sixers right now. And I'm just venting. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're a Sixer fan. It's Philly everything besides football on this channel. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm just like frustrated about what's going on with the Sixers right now, man. And it's just like we got another 3 more seasons. How are you going to be able to trade Paul George in the offseason? How are you going to be able to trade that contract? I'd rather have I can't believe I said it already in this live. I'd rather have Tobias Harris over, and this is crazy. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Runs opinion don't matter. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'd rather have Tobias Harris over Paul George right now. It's so crazy. The way they showed up against the Pistons last night was the most embarrassing performance I've seen all year. You played down to your competition because Cade Cunningham didn't play. Cade Cunningham didn't play, and I don't know if the so-called big three, and I'm talking about Tyrese Maxey, and I love Tyrese. This is Tyrese Maxey's team. I'm talking about Tyrese Maxey. I'm talking about Joel Embiid. I'm talking about PG. They was like, yo, they don't got Cade Cunningham. We're going to cook these dudes. Nope. Them young dudes out-hustled the Sixers. Them young dudes played with a lot of passion. They say, yo, we're not letting the Sixers come in here and thinking it's sweet. They said, we're not letting the Sixers come in here and think it's sweet. And then you let Malik Beasley have a career high in points, 36 points on us. Tobias Harris really destroyed us in the second half. And then Joel Embiid played better and Tyrese Maxey played better in the second half, but it was already too late. But this is not Tyrese Maxey's fault. This is all on PG. This is all on PG and all on Joel Embiid for not showing up. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. Thank you for vibing with me. But yeah, man. Yeah, man, it's Kamu Pace. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how we get to this point right now. I really feel like Paul George has nothing left. And the same goes with Joel Embiid. How you take all this time off and you're not even, like, you can't even have, you didn't even play a back-to-back. How you playing like you have no energy right now? How you playing with no energy and you didn't play no back-to-backs? You've been going this whole season. Like, I'm so over this whole Joel Embiid and Paul George situation. I know how great Joel Embiid is when he's on his A game, but Joel Embiid hasn't been on his A game in so long, man. Shout out to Teacher Got Game in the building. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in the building. Thank you, man, for all y'all support. Thank you all for all your support. But yeah, I'm just venting right now because I just feel some type of way about this team. I just can't believe this team looks this bad. And you lose to the Pistons. Like, you didn't lose to a contender. You lost to a team that's not even, at the time, wasn't even a 500 team. You lost to a team without their best player, Cade Cunningham. How do y'all mess around and find out like that? And it's just like, and then you have Kelly Oubre Jr. yelling at Joel Embiid. I'm not sure exactly what it was for, but I'm hoping that Kelly Oubre Jr. called out Joel Embiid and said, yo, you ain't playing well. Why even come back if you're going to come back and give us this performance in the first half? Why even come back if you're going to play like you have no energy and heart and you just looking like a dude that's straight up like washed? Look like a dude that's straight up washed right now. So you look like you washed. You look like you don't have no type of like it factor. You look like you don't even care about basketball. You just care about getting paid. That's all you care about. And it's so old. It's so old. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of our stars not having that it factor and caring about the game that we love to watch. Like Joel Embiid and Paul George, this is not your team no more. This is Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. Really, it's Tyrese Maxey's team. Build around Tyrese Maxey any way possible. This offseason, because I don't know, I'm doubting this season, highly doubting this season because we got Joel Embiid and Paul George thinking it's sweet over here and getting the brakes beat off of us by the Pistons without Cade Cunningham. This offseason, it's critical, man. It's a critical moment. You know what I mean? For the Sixers, man, this offseason. You got to get both them contracts off the books. We got go Birds, go Eagles. Listen, y'all, I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel. I am a hybrid sports fan. I got another, I'm Philly everything besides football. I'm not an Eagles fan. But do I have the Eagles winning? Yes, I had the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Do I want them to win? Honestly, I don't even care at this point. You know what I mean? My team ain't in a Super Bowl, and I'm a Viking fan from PA. I'm only a Viking fan because of the greatest wide receiver in my opinion, Randy Moss. But I'm a little salty because it's like, honestly, I should be an Eagle fan, but I'm never going to hop on that bandwagon. You know what I mean? I'll never hop on the Eagles bandwagon. Congratulations for making the Super Bowl. They got to finish the job. I got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, though. I got the Eagles winning 33-27 because I think their trenches are all that. I think Saquon Barkley's playing at a great level, but we'll see what happens. Philly, Maxey wants that. Let me say this right now. You ain't lying about the Sixers being trash, bro. The Sixers, I don't know what to say anymore about the Sixers no more. They playing like, and shout out to my bull Grasshopper. What's up with you, bro? I'm ready for baseball too, bro. I'm ready for baseball too when it comes to the Phillies. But I just like this season for the Sixers been so up and down. And like I said, we need to build around Tyrese Maxey. This team is not Joel Embiid's team no more. He lost a step. He is not athletic like he used to be. He's always hurt. And when he plays with no it factor. He plays with no heart consistently. He plays with no energy consistently. How do you miss most of the season, right? And you can't play and ball out in the first half. You started to cook in the second half. He started to cook in the second half. But by the time the second half came around, when we went against the Pistons last night, we got the brakes. We literally got the brakes beat off of us last night. The time the second half came around, he was cooking. The game was over. You got to be more consistent, and this is why I put Jokic over Joel Embiid. This is why I put when the debate is over. The debate is over. Jokic is over Joel Embiid. There's no competition, bro. If it was prime Joel, there's a say, but right now, there ain't no competition, bro. Jokic is way better than him. Giannis is way better than him. Anthony Davis is better than him. I feel like a lot of these dudes is better than Joel Embiid because he hasn't played. And then when he does play, the man don't even show up. You know what I mean? Mike, go watch Joel Embiid rookie. I'll make you sad. Yo, man, bro. I don't even want to watch because I know he was super athletic. I know Joel Embiid was super. He was that bull. Joel Embiid, if he was healthy, he could really be something great still. But he don't got the it factor. There's certain players that have it and don't have it. Like, they might have the talent. They might have the skill. They might have, the moments where you're like, oh, my gosh, this guy could be great. Scoring 8. What did he score? Like 70 points in a game last season. He has moments where he's just dominant. He's just dominant. You know what I mean? But when you see, like, when the games really count, like playoff games or like last night game, he didn't put the team on his back. You haven't played a back-to-back. So how do you know what I mean? Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Teacher Got Game, Grasshopper, Leah. Shout out. What's going on, Leah? Shout out to you. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to my first 200 subscribers on this channel. So if you are interested in Sixer content and Phillies content and just basketball talk in general, we talk about major trades and all that, hit the subscribe button and hit that like button on the stream. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, getting back to Joel, it's just like certain players just have it and certain players don't, man. Certain players just are good at stat padding. It's good to get great stats, being scoring champion. It's good to be an MVP. What about winning a championship? You know what I mean? What about winning a championship? Breaks and rotors. Yeah, he got the breaks beat off of him, rotors beat off of him. Yeah, he got all that. Steve Adams, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, T-shirt guy game. I don't know if I could give that to you. How did Embiid and Wiggins not win a chip? Bruh, I don't know. That was a crazy team. But I'm going to say this right now, man. We should have got one of these contracts off the books this last trade deadline. If the Hawks were so interested in PG, which it's just rumors, we should have got rid of that contract. And since we didn't get rid of that contract, we in a situation right now where we gotta hope but we just gotta hope that we could somehow trade him in the offseason, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, Jokic is a 4-time MVP GOAT. Yeah. Jokic is a better overall player right now than Joel Embiid, hands down. If you were talking about a couple of years prior, I would give you a little bit more of a debate, but right now I can't debate any Jokic fans. And I'm not one of those fans that, since I'm a Joel Embiid fan, I'm not a Jokic fan. I think Jokic is an all-time great. I give respect to all the great players. Like, even if I don't like them all like that, like, I like Jokic. I think Jokic is a dog. I think Jokic is one of the greatest centers of all time. But people try to separate the two, like, Joel Embiid sucks if you're a fan of Jokic or the other way around. I think both of them are great players in their own right. But if you talk about accomplishments, when you talk about clutch, you got to go Jokic all day. But right now for the Sixers, this is Tyrese Maxey's team. Paul George and Joel Embiid got to move to the side because they're not good. They're not consistently good anymore. And Joel Embiid is a sad case because he can't even do back-to-backs. You're paying a max player that can't even do back-to-backs, bro. How you paying a player that can't do back-to-backs? And then you got a max player that you just signed in the offseason in Paul George that can't even outplay Tobias Harris. We replaced Tobias Harris with Paul George. And Tobias Harris is better than Paul George right now. Overall consistency. He's better than Paul George, bro. And I know for a fact Tobias Harris is laughing like, yo, they chose this dude, Paul George, over me. Know what I mean? And Tobias ain't all that, but still, I'll take that Tobias Harris contract in a heartbeat over Paul George's contract, bro. I would take that. But it's time for a new scenery. It's time for a new beginning in Sixers organization. I'm starting from the top down. Ownership, our coach, he needs to go. For him to keep on playing Kyle Lowry. Why are you still playing Kyle Lowry, bro? You got Quentin Grimes. You got Jared Butler. You got Jared Butler and Quentin Grimes you just traded for. Why aren't you playing Jared Butler? They played Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes had a pretty darn good game for his first game in a Sixer uniform. But why are you playing Kyle Lowry? Why? And look, Eric Gordon went back in time. Eric Gordon is just bad now. Eric Gordon, what happened to Bull? What happened to Bull? Like, Eric Gordon, he got hurt, and now he can't make no threes. Who wins MVP this season? You know what? I think it's somebody from the West. My honest opinion, who wins MVP this NBA season, right? And this is just my gut feeling, right? It's between Jokic. Hold on, y'all. I'm thinking. Let me think about the West real quick. It's between Jokic. Shoot. Can Luka be in the conversation? Can Luka, that's an owl or a hawk. Can Luka be in the conversation if the Lakers go on they get to like the third or second seed? I don't know. Luka could probably be in the conversation, maybe. SGA. Oh my gosh, how did I forget about SGA? SGA. So I think it's between Luka's an outside dark horse. I don't think he's gonna win it. I think it's between because consistency matters in the NBA. So I'm gonna go SGA, between SGA and Jokic for MVP. Because we got half of the season. We got half this season right now to go. So there could be a late dark horse guy like Luka, maybe Victor Wembanyama if he gets hot and in the Spurs make the playoffs and they like a top 5-4 seed. But I think I think it's between Jokic and SGA right now, and everybody else is behind. I don't know about anybody in the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any players in the Eastern Conference is outplaying the stars in the West like SGA and Jokic. So I got to give it to one of them before I give it to anybody in the East. The East, you do have Giannis. You do, you know what I mean? But he not playing consistently better than Jokic or SGA. I think SGA, in my honest opinion, it's his to lose, I would say. I think he's slightly above Jokic right now because you got to give him credit when credit is due. SGA and the Thunder are the best team in the West record-wise, right? So I would think SGA should be the MVP right now. But will he still have that spot? Say the Thunder start losing. That's going, you know what I mean? Anything can happen. Say the Nuggets start going up in the standings in the Western Conference. Then Jokic possibly can get that MVP. But I think it's a two-horse race right now. I give it to SGA right now, but Jokic is not that far behind. Because Jokic, man, that bull, man. So everybody got SGA. Everybody got SGA in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. On this channel, we cover the Sixers and we cover the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Philly everything on this channel. But if you're just rocking with the vibes, consider subscribing. We're going live for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Eagles versus Chiefs. And yeah, I'm trying to get to my first 200 subscribers on this channel. So shout out to everybody that's a part of that journey with me. I truly appreciate it. But yeah, SGA, I got a lot of Jokic. It's between SGA and Jokic. So SGA is the front. Okay, so Pat, yeah. So you got SGA is the front runner. Embiid got an MVP for crying. You know, in my honest opinion, right? A lot of people say that. You could say that, but I think MVP. I think Embiid that season when he won MVP, he was balling. If you follow the Philadelphia 76ers that season, bro was doing things that you wouldn't think. Bro was on some other stuff. And the one thing in that MVP year, the one thing I will say, and this is the only thing that I got on Jokic, and I think Jokic is a great player, so I don't want y'all thinking I'm hating on Jokic. When it comes down to it, right, Jokic is offensively, when it comes to scoring, I don't think he's better than Joel, but he's close, right? When it comes to facilitating, he's way better. When it comes to rebounding, Jokic is way better. But when it comes to defense in Joel Embiid's prime, because Joel Embiid ain't in his prime, Joel Embiid looking washed right now. In Joel Embiid's prime on defense, he was actually like he could have been Defensive Player of the Year. Jokic had nowhere close to being Defensive Player of the Year. So Joel Embiid, when he plays, because he plays both sides at an elite level, I think that season when he won MVP, he was well deserved. You know what I mean? He was well deserved that year. Great players, both of them, but I think Joel Embiid deserved that MVP because, like I'm telling you, his defense was amazing, and it might not show up in the box score when it comes to blocks, steals, and all that. But what about all the alter shots? All the alter shots, like Joel Embiid demanded respect. You ain't driving into the paint. You know what I mean? When Joel Embiid was on his A game. But, like, we're not talking about right now. I'm talking about the MVP Joel Embiid. I ain't talking about now. Right now, shoot, Embiid looks washed right now. And I'm a big Embiid guy. Mike, how did we get to this point from being top 2, top 3 team in the East to being this bad? Leadership from the top. Leadership from the top. When you got your best player not playing more than half the... Like, Joel Embiid played 400-something games, right, in his career. Joel Embiid missed 400-something games. That's why. Point blank, there's no... Ain't no in-betweens. It's just, that's what it is. It's white and black writing. Like, he missed half of his games of his career. How can a team get chemistry and win if your best player can't even play half it? Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy work, bro. PG for MVP. We wish. The season Jokic first won, Embiid had a better record. Okay. Yup. Yo, Mike, what's up? Podcast P MVP. Yes. Podcast P MVP. That's funny. Go Sixers. Embiid ain't washed. He's just lazy. So you don't think he's washed? I don't know if he's... I ain't going to say he's considered really washed. The man came back, had a triple-double, but he's not consistent. And I guess that's the lazy part. The lazy part is he's not consistent. So if he had more consistency, you know, it would be a little bit like, all right, well, we will win more games. The man, 1 minute, he's giving you a triple-double. Next minute, he's giving you 30 points. Next minute, he can't score in the first half. Like, he only had 3. I know he just came back from injury, but I'm not giving him no excuses, bro. I'm not. But, yeah, I don't want to say he's really washed. He's playing like he's washed. Joel Embiid ain't washed. He playing like he washed. I think he still got a little bit left. But after this season, he got to go, bro. Listen, if we don't trade Joel Embiid in the offseason, bro, I don't know. Bro, we're not going to get nothing back for him. Because say he gets hurt. Say he gets hurt again. And say it's a major injury. How the heck you going to get anything back for him? So you got to be proactive instead of reactive when it comes to the contracts, when it comes to the stars. And anybody can be traded after the Luka trade. Anybody could be traded. You know what I mean? Anybody could be traded after Luka and Anthony Davis trade. Ain't nobody safe. So Embiid, you ain't safe, bro. Embiid ain't safe. And I'm starting to get frustrated with the whole, oh, well, he can't play no back-to-backs. That's what's getting me. how you the superstar of the team, supposedly the best player on the team, and you can't even play back to backs, bro. But you getting paid you getting paid max money. That's crazy. Mitchell will be runner up. Yeah, I think Mitchell, that's a good one. Mitchell's another dark horse, but I don't think so. Even though the Cavs do have the best record in the NBA, I just feel like SGA's playing better than him. I think Jokic is playing better than him. I just don't think he can I don't think he can override I don't think he can override a Jokic or SGA right now in the season for MVP. I just don't see that. Mitchell is a dog. My favorite player on the Cavs, I'm going to keep it real with you. My favorite player on the Cavs is Garland. I'm not saying Garland's better than Mitchell right now, but I can see Garland eventually being the face of that team. I think Garland is a straight up dog. I love Garland. Garland, that dude to me. I like Garland. You in Philly? No, I'm outside of Philly. And you talking about the Sixers right now? Yeah, because I'm not. The reason why? Because I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm Philly everything else besides football. I'm a hybrid sports fan. I'm a Viking fan from PA. And I'm a Viking fan because of the GOAT at wide receiver, Randy Moss. In my honest opinion, I think he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? At the wide receiver position. Just my opinion. But I do got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl 33-27. And I will be live on this channel for the Super Bowl. Embiid needs 90s South Beach diet. Yeah. Like, let me say this right now. Embiid needs a head chef. Embiid needs, I don't know what Embiid needs. Embiid needs help. For real. He said, chill, bro. Mike is, yeah, I'm a Hybrids fan. And you know what's crazy? Like, you know where I got the hybrid from? I'm not sure if y'all are movie people, right? I'm a movie guy. Like, Underworld. I'm not sure if you into, like, Underworld and stuff. It's like werewolves versus vampires and all that. And the one dude was like, oh, half Lycan, half vampire, but stronger than both. And I was like, oh, he's a hybrid. I'm like, oh, snap, that's pretty cool. So I was just like, yo, I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. Yo, I've really been like a Viking fan for like over 15 years. I'm not going to hop on the Eagle bandwagon just because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. I do rock with a lot of Eagle all-time greats like Brian Dawkins, like Jermaine Trotter, like Brian Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only players I'll probably put on my wall, to keep it real with you. Those are the only, if I put any Eagle players on my wall, it would definitely be like those people right there. Those players right there, bro. And I could have been an Eagle fan if Tobias Harris would have scored 40 points yesterday. I made a bet with some of the people in my live chat, because you know I do play-by-play for almost every Sixer game. And I said if Tobias Harris scores 40 points, I'll be a diehard Eagle fan under the Vikings. But you know, Tobias Harris ain't scoring 40, so I made that bet because I know he wasn't scoring no dang on. I know he wasn't scoring no dang on 40 points. I don't think Tobias ever scored 40 points. He probably scored like 35, something like that, maybe. But I'm finna put my baby. He said, I'll put that. Embiid needs some milk. Yeah, Embiid needs milk. He needs help. Embiid needs some help. Embiid needs to be traded now. The unfortunate slap talk, he can't be traded because his contract didn't start. His other contract didn't start. Once his contract starts, he can be traded. But everybody in the building, make sure you hit the like button. I got like 20 people in the building and only 8 likes. Can y'all please hit the like button? And if you are a Sixer fan or a basketball fan, we cover the Sixers. We cover the Phillies. On this channel, it's Philly everything besides football. I'm not an Eagle hater, but I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm a Viking fan. I'm a proud Viking fan. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to my first 200 subscribers on this channel, man. That big 200 is the big deal for me right now, personally. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will be live. For the Super Bowl on this channel, and like I said, I got the Eagles winning 33-27, a close one. And the reason why I got the Eagles winning is because of their defense. More than anything, their defense, because that's how they're going to win. Because Oh, man, that defensive line. See, the thing about it, in my opinion, and it could go either way because Patrick Mahomes is a GOAT, but the thing about it is they have rookie corners, right? So if they play like a rookie and they sure can in the Super Bowl, palms get sweaty in the Super Bowl, but they've been playing like veterans all season long. So we'll see what happens. But that bull Jalen Carter, if he could get a pass rush on Patrick Mahomes consistently, that defensive line by the Eagles is straight up beast mode. But the Chiefs' offensive line is pretty good, and they got debatably the GOAT at quarterback. If he wins the Super Bowl this year, even though I think Tom Brady is the GOAT in my honest opinion, I think he's always gonna be the GOAT. But we'll see what happens. Get your popcorn ready, get your lemon pepper wings ready. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody in the building. You think JJ McCarthy starts? Yes, I think JJ McCarthy starts next year, bro. Yes, and if you are a Viking fan in the chat, I got another YouTube channel called Mike Sports Vibes. I cover the Vikings on that channel. On this channel, I cover the Sixers and the Phillies, and I talk about the big trades and all that if it happens on this channel. I've separated Philly from my Minnesota Viking channel because, 9 times out of 10, I'm a rarity, right? Not many people that are from Pennsylvania are going to be Viking fans. Not many people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're mostly Eagle fans, Steeler fans. And then for the basketball, of course, Sixers, Flyers, the Union, if you into soccer. You know what I mean? Phantoms, 2 racks on 43 to 27. Just put it down, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put your baby mom child support on that, bro. Pay that dang on child support. I don't want you getting locked up, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Hey, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. And B need a new pair of knees. Maybe he could borrow some from Jokic. I need Embiid back. I be missing the rock. Yes, I miss it too, bro. That's another thing. Like, I respect, like, honestly, and this is why I always say this. I say this because everybody hates Joel. And if you love Joel, you hate Jokic. It's like, why can't you just love great players? Like I'm going to keep it real. R.I.P. to Kobe Bryant, right? I didn't like Kobe Bryant when he played. I respected the crap out of his game, though. I'm a Sixer fan. In 2001, when we lost in the finals against Kobe and Shaq, I could not stand Kobe Bryant. But did I respect his greatness? Heck yeah. I cannot like a player but respect what they do. I'm never going to say a great player is trash just because I don't like him. Oh, he's trash. But realistically, you know damn well if he was on your team, you're going to say, that boy nice. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that a player is trash just because he's not playing on my team. That's not going to happen. I'm not doing that. Like, I would never do that. And look, and I was salty in 2001 when we lost to the dang on Lakers, and that's why I'm sorry about the whole Luka dot. Yo, I'm sorry the Lakers got Luka, bruh. I understand they did get rid of Anthony Davis, and he's in his late prime. I understand all that, and I feel some type of way. People think that Anthony Davis is washed. I'm like, yo, he injury prone. He's still in his late prime. The Mavericks short term are probably better than the Lakers right now. Even though Luka's the better player, Anthony Davis is still a dog. It's like, I'm salty about the Lakers. How you mess around and get Luka? Why couldn't the Sixers trade Paul George, Jared McCain, and some other pieces to go get Luka? And we could have Tyrese Maxey and Luka on the team. Why couldn't the Sixers trade some players to go get LaMelo Ball from the Charlotte Hornets? Why would LaMelo Ball waste his whole career in Charlotte? No disrespect to Charlotte. I'm just thinking, like, why? Not much last few years, bro. I basically watched YouTube, got away from. Yeah. Holly Weird. Yeah. Brian Westbrook, that dude. Tobias Harris putting up 40. Yeah, that's why I said I'll be an Eagle fan if Tobias Harris puts up 40. And look, my boy T.Y. in the chat, he was like, yo, what'd he say? He was like, yeah, Mike's going to be an Eagle fan. I'm like, no, I'm not. Why? Since Tobias ain't scoring no 40 points. Joel is lazy. He likes getting paid. No, yeah, I agree. You'll get 22 200 subs before PG scores 20. Yo, that's funny. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah, shout out to Chris Farrell for that. Just for fun, I had to check Tobias' career high. Drum roll, please. 39 points, baby. What did I say, baby? Let's go. I said it. I said it. He ain't scored no dang all 40 points in his career, baby. I knew it. I knew it. I said it, bro. I said it. I said, yo, I'd be an Eagle fan if he scored 40. He didn't never score 40 points, bro. He never scored 40 points. I'm a Chiefs fan and honestly wouldn't be surprised if we lose. No legendary status making it back to the Super Bowl. You know what? It could go either way. The Super Bowl could go either way. Just because, look, I be wrong about a lot of my predictions, y'all. I said, look, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I'm a diehard Phillies fan, right? My Phillies lost in the first round to the Mets. I'm a diehard Sixers fan, as y'all can see. My Sixers are not even in the conversation to be in the playoffs right now. They're 11 games back, right? I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. My Vikings were 14-3 and lost in the first round to the Rams. Every team that I cheer for lose, bro. All my predictions been wrong. So I'm not the one, look, I'm not the one to bet, bro. My bets, my predictions be wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing about your boy Mike Sports Vibes Balling is I admit when I'm wrong, bro. I admit when I'm wrong. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I admit when I'm wrong. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We having fun. If you're a Sixers fan, if you're a Phillies fan, I will cover both these teams on this channel. And I cover, you know, big trades and all that. But primarily this channel is going to be Sixers content and Phillies content. And I don't really know too much about the Flyers. Not, you know what I mean? But I mean too much about about hockey. But eventually I might, I don't know. But yeah, that it could go either way in the Super Bowl. Rather start JJ over Darnold. Yeah, heck yeah. The Eagles already beat a GOAT quarterback. Time to beat another one. That's true. And that was with Nick Foles. How you going to you don't No. It's not like I don't like Kobe. I don't like. What I'm saying is I didn't like Kobe beating the brakes off of my team. I love Kobe. I love his game. I love his mentality. The Black Mamba, you know. But when he beat the brakes off my team in 2001, how am I supposed to like Kobe? How the heck am I supposed to like Kobe when he's beating the brakes? And then you got Shaquille O'Neal dunking on my guy Mutombo, R.I.P. to Dikembe Mutombo. Like, I love Kobe. R.I.P. to Kobe. Family, Eagle fans, Steeler fans. Kobe is the GOAT, man, yeah. I'm glad LeBron getting shown the door. Luka's team. Paul George washed. Tyrese Maxey is underrated. Yeah, I'll give you a sub just for that if you admit when you wrong and you better. Hey, listen. One thing about me, thank you for subbing if you do sub. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. But that's one thing about me. When I'm wrong, I admit to it. I ain't scared to admit. My whole thing is I'm trying to be right one time when it comes to one of my teams. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, y'all. I'm trying to be right when it comes to my teams one of these times. Why the heck am I always wrong with all my teams, bro? I'm trying to be optimistic and think positive, and all my teams lose, bro. The Super Bowl, I don't know who's going to win. Who I think is going to win is different from who's going to win. I don't know. But I know for a fact it's going to be a good behind game. This is the best team that could possibly knock out the Chiefs. Because let's keep it real. The Lions wasn't beating the Chiefs. Let's keep it real. The Packers wasn't beating the Chiefs. The Vikings wasn't beating the Chiefs. And I'm a Viking fan. Who else? Who else was in the playoffs? The Rams wasn't beating the Chiefs. Who else? Like, none of them was going to beat the Chiefs, bro. Like, the Chiefs is different. They built different because they got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. They had one of the greatest coaches of all time in Andy Reid. And I'm going to say this right now. This is the craziest thing. This is what, look, listen, y'all in the chat. Everybody in the chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to get my first 200 subscribers. I want to say this real quick, y'all. And I covered the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel, and I talk about, you know what I mean, about basketball. But let me say this real quick, because we talking about the Super Bowl. What if the Eagles kept Andy Reid and the Eagles drafted Patrick Mahomes? What if they was a little bit more patient with Andy Reid and they kept Andy Reid and they drafted Patrick Mahomes? Imagine that. Imagine the Eagles having Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid right now. And just think about how many Super Bowls y'all probably would have right now. And then imagine this. Imagine losing to Andy Reid again. If the Eagles lose to Andy Reid again, bro, I can't imagine how Eagle fans gonna feel, bro. It would suck to lose your former head coach, which is a genius offensively, and then lose to the Super Bowl to him twice. So that would suck. That would straight up suck. But if they would have kept Andy Reid and they was a little bit more patient and they messed around and drafted Patrick Mahomes, look, I like Jalen Hurts. He ain't no Patrick Mahomes, bro. And I'm not hating, I'm just stating. And I like Jalen Hurts. He ain't Patrick Mahomes, bro. We know this. We can keep it real. If they kept Andy Reid and drafted Mahomes, they almost certainly would have got Travis. Bruh. I'm telling you, if the Eagles would have just been a little bit more patient, because they gave up on Andy because Andy, you know what I mean, he could get into the playoffs, but they wasn't doing nothing in the playoffs. But y'all can't knock that offense. Y'all can't knock that defense. That defense was built right. That offense was built right. Brian Westbrook, that especially the year when they had Terrell Owens, that was one of the most explosive offenses I have seen. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Tobias said that he had that game. Yeah. Tobias Harris outplayed Paul George, the so-called answer for the Sixers. And now this is Tyrese Maxey's team to further notice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tyrese Maxey's team to further notice. And we have to make a trade this offseason. Bro, this is the Eagles' year. Chiefs not repeating at all. It's going to be Chiefs versus Bucks all over again. Woo! We going to see, man. It could go either way. This is definitely, I feel it, though. I feel like the Eagles are going to win this game, though. Like, I honestly think the Eagles are going to win. But anything can happen, bro. Just because I feel this way and just because you feel that way don't mean that the Eagles are going to win. That's the unfortunate truth. If you're an Eagle fan or a Chief fan, it could go either way. You might feel like your team going to win. Man, I've been feeling like my Vikings was going to win this year. Being 14-3. I said, yo, we going to beat everybody. Look what happened to my team. Know what I mean? I'm just saying. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all that's vibing with me. And yeah, the title of the video is, what's the dang old title? I'm all over the place. The 76ers, we got to talk about the 76ers, and this is now Tyrese Maxey's team. This is Tyrese Maxey's team. And right now, if you're wondering where I'm at, the reason why I'm outside, because I'm taking a nature walk. I try to get a little bit of exercise and talk to my people on my YouTube family. This is what I do. I like to walk around and talk to y'all instead of just being like, instead of just walking and there's nobody around. Because, you know what I mean? I can't listen to music, but on this trail, which I like it's nobody on this trail ever. And I'll be like, let me go talk to my YouTube family. So I like to just walk the trail and talk about my favorite teams. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's vibing with me. I truly appreciate it. Man, 76ers got they got, put the banner. Hey, listen, I just want people to know. Hey, listen, I'm representing, baby. Regardless if we win or lose, I'm representing the Sixers, baby. All day, every day, baby. You know the vibes, baby. Die hard Sixers fan, baby. Philly everything besides football on this channel, baby. Look, I would have the Philly I would have the Phillies banner if the Phillies were playing. But since the Phillies is still the off season, you know what I'm saying? But I'm repping the Sixers until, you know what I mean? I'm repping the Sixers, bruh. Sixers, you know what I mean? Sixers ain't looking good, but I'm repping the Sixers, baby. You know what I mean? We looking bad, though. We had Joel Embiid, Paul George. That's $400 million. And listen, y'all, I want to say this real quick. Let me say this. Can you donate? Dylan, I didn't get monetized yet. Once I get my first 500 subscribers, then you can donate. But shout out to you, bro, for that. Just make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and that like button. I'm trying to get to my first 200 subscribers on this channel. I talk about the Sixers and I talk about the Phillies, and we just vibe out. Even if you're not a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan and you like the vibes, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. But yeah, man, I'm rocking with the Sixers all day, baby. All day. You know what I mean? Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday to Dylan. Happy birthday to my guy, Dylan. 76ers, the GOAT team. I know they not having the best season, but they still my favorite. Oh, yeah, they always gonna be my favorite team. But the one thing about your boy Mike Sports Vibes Ballin' is I call out nonsense. And the nonsense that I seen yesterday against the Pistons is they did not show up. They got the brakes beat off of them. The rotors beat off of them. They looked like they didn't care about winning in that game. Joel Embiid started cooking it in the second half, but by the time he started doing that, we was down by 30. I think we got down by like 38 points against the Pistons, bro. I think it was like 38. It was close to that. We was getting destroyed. We was getting destroyed by the Pistons. It was embarrassing. I said, good luck getting monetized. I live right by the stadium. Oh, wow, thank you for subbing. You live right by the stadium? That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Thank you for all your support, everybody that's in the building. Yeah. And I always say this. This channel is not just my channel. This is everybody that's subscribed to me. This is y'all channel too. We're going to grow. You know what I mean? We're growing slowly. We're doing it the right way. Ain't no rush. You know what I mean? For me, I just like having fun and talking to my people, talking to my YouTube family, and just vibing out. You know what I mean? But let me say this again, man. This is not Joel Embiid's team no more. This is not PG's team. This is Tyrese Maxey's team. And I just hope that Daryl Morey can see it. That's my biggest thing. Can Daryl Morey see what's going on? Like, because this offseason, he has to trade them both. He has to try to. At least one of them. And I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't even know which one you want to trade first. I want to trade Joel Embiid. You can get the most back for Joel, possibly. Paul George, I don't know what you can get back for Paul George. That's another question. You know what I mean? Who would get the most? What player will you get the most back for in a trade? Joel Embiid or PG? Oh, snap, that step on some poop. You know, they be letting their dogs poop on the trail. Let me show you the trail I'm walking on. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to show you the trail. Oh, you can hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you're muted. Oh, you can hear me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Please give me a thumbs up or good or emoji. Okay, you can hear me? Yes, yes. Okay, cool. My bad. I hit the mute button. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens though, man. We're gonna definitely see what happens. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, everybody that's in the building. Yeah, truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. We're gonna see for the future. I don't know the next game. I didn't look at the schedule for the Sixers. I think they play tomorrow against the Bucks. So I will probably be live for that game, and then I'll be live for the Sixers, the Eagles after that. So I'll be live for both games, Sixers and the Eagles tomorrow. And I'm just trying to figure out, so I'll be live for both of those games. We'll see what happens. All the Eagle fans, best of luck to y'all. Don't be mad at me. If y'all lose, don't be mad at me. I have nothing to do with that. Because a lot of people be like, oh, Michael, because you said the Eagles are going to win, they think I'm a jinx. That's the funny joke that people had. They think I'm a jinx. No, I'm not a jinx. If I had that much power, trust and believe, I'm about to start saying the Vikings are not going to win the Super Bowl, and maybe the Vikings will win the Super Bowl. If I had that much power, I would say the Sixers ain't getting to the playoffs this year, and then they might mess around and get to the playoffs. That might happen, though. That might literally happen. I think that could, because the Eastern Conference in the NBA is so weak. The Eastern Conference in the NBA is, like, compared to the West, ain't no, man, shoot. And then when it comes to the Phillies, if I had that much power, I'm about to start saying the Phillies got no chance. The Phillies got no chance to get into the playoffs next year. You know what's crazy? The Phillies, talking about a little bit of baseball real quick, y'all. The Phillies had the best record in their division and lost to somebody in their division in the first round. And you know what makes it worse? It's the Mets. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't stand the Mets. I can't stand the Yankees. I can't stand none of those teams, bro. Like, some New York teams get on my nerves, bro. I ain't gonna say anything. Like, look at the Sixer flag, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. It's cold out here. A little cold out here. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm about to get off in about a few minutes. Please leave in the comments below. Let me know. Ask me a question. I'll try to answer it and give you my opinion. I'm going to get off in about a couple of minutes. Trade Joel for, you know what? Whew. Would they do it? I don't even think they would do it. Joel Embiid is not, he's not healthy. I'm really curious of what you can really get back for Joel Embiid right now. Sabonis, yeah, I would do it. Are there a lot of eagle flying around? You know what? I seen a hawk. I ain't seen no eagles. You know what? I was walking at this one park, right? And I did see a bald eagle. I was like, oh, because you know bald eagles got that the white feathers around their neck. And I seen a bald eagle. I was like, oh, that's a bald eagle. You see my boy there? Yes, bruh. That's another one. Russell, bruh. That's an underrated trade that nobody's talking about. Fox to the Spurs, bro. With Victor Wembanyama, that is a very big move. Like, Chris Paul, Victor Wembanyama, Fox. I don't know their whole team, but I know Fox is a straight up dog. I know Fox is one of the best point guards in the game. Him and Victor Wembanyama, that's a good combination, bro. That's another, and that's why I was saying you got some dark horse MVPs like Victor Wembanyama. If the Spurs make a push in the standings, and Victor goes crazy, bro, he could be a dark horse at the MVP conversation. It is SGA still, and it is definitely Jokic, and it's going to be somebody from the West. It ain't going to be nobody from the East Coast. But and I'm not hating, I'm just stating. Look, don't be mad at me. I'm keeping it real. Nobody in the East, no stars in the East is playing better than the stars in the West, bro. When you talk about SJ and Jokic, there's nobody in the East playing better than neither one of them. And I like Jason Tatum. He's playing all right, but he's not consistent. The East, I mean, I don't know. The Western Conference is so stacked. PG is somewhere in the woods near you, my guy. Hey, if PG's in the woods near me, I'll just tell him, man, listen, Podcast P, I'm just being real, bro. You getting paid. And look, let me say this right now. I ain't trying to count nobody's money. My whole thing is this: get your paper. But you got to be accountable for the more money you make, you got to be more accountable for your play on the court. That's only fair. It's kind of like for instance, right? A nurse and a doctor. who's more accountable for things that go wrong? Is it the doctor or the nurse? It's the doctor, right? Same goes for in any sport that you play in. If you get paid the most in NFL or NBA or baseball or whatever, MLB, the top players are responsible for the losses most of the time. They're the ones that, and that's why they get the most respect when they win. They get you can't have it both ways. You can't have it where I get all the shine and glamour and I get all the good what's it called? I get all the good and I get all the love from everybody when I'm doing good, but when I'm doing bad, we blaming the team. Nah, you can't have it both ways. You the top dog on the team. You gotta ball out. And that's why I feel some type of way about Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, you the top dog, right? Supposedly, you the top dog. But what have you been doing lately? You've been hurt. You haven't been playing. You came back, had a triple-double. Your second game back, you play like elephant dookie the first half against the Pistons. You let the Pistons go up like 36 points in the game against y'all, and then you have the nerve to ball out in the second half, in the third quarter. Joel Embiid at halftime had 3 points against the Detroit Pistons. 3 points, that's it. At halftime, Paul George had 6 points, I think, at halftime. And on top of that, right, you let Malik Beasley score a career high. He scored a career high on your defense, bro. He scored a career high. Why everybody scoring career highs against the Sixers? That's another thing I don't understand. So, why there are not enough medical stores in Africa because... Yeah. Yeah, let's not talk about jokes like that because there's a lot of stuff going on there. I'm not really sure what country you're talking about in Africa, but when you say Africa as a country, there's many countries in Africa. You know what I mean? There's some rich countries and there's poor countries, but I don't understand where you're going with this. Tyrese Maxey is the only... Yes, that's showing up. That's a fact. So that's the only guy that I got like a lot of respect for consistently. Consistent respect for Tyrese, because even if he isn't making a shot, he's still trying. You can see the energy. You can see the fire. When it comes to everybody else, he's not showing up. You know what I mean? He's not showing up like that. I'm keeping it real. Tyrese Maxey, the only one that should get the max deal. Joel Embiid got a contract extension, bro. His contract didn't even start. How you sign Joel Embiid, an injury-prone star, a contract extension, bro? How do you feel about Luka trade? LeBron the GOAT. LeBron definitely one of the GOATs. Tyrese Maxey don't. All right, so listen. How do I feel about the Luka trade? I think it's almost even short term. It's almost even. I think Max Christie is an underrated role player that left the Lakers. Of course, Anthony Davis is a star still. He's in his late prime, but Anthony Davis is still very good on both sides of the ball when healthy, right? I obviously think the Lakers won the trade because Luka's the best player out of the trade, but I feel like the Lakers, I feel like the Mavericks is a better overall team right now because of the fact that I think Anthony Davis brings it on both sides of the court, and I think that Kyrie Irving is so slept on, and Kyrie Irving is such a great player. And I think short-term Mavericks are better. Long-term, the Lakers could potentially be better. But my whole thing about the Lakers is, yes, Luka puts up great stats, and I love Luka. Luka is very, very good. The thing about Luka, for me, in my honest opinion, is you can't just put up scoring titles. You can't just score a lot of points with the Lakers. You got to win championships in L.A. L.A. is not... Like, this is no disrespect to my team. I'm a diehard Sixer fan, right? LA ain't the Sixers. LA got a lot of championships. They got a lot of championship banners. So if Luka doesn't show up and win a championship, I guarantee you the all-time greats, like, for instance, the all-time greats like Shaquille O'Neal is going to speak about it. Yeah, you put up good stats. You were a great player, but have you won? If LeBron James didn't win a championship with the Lakers, they would not care, bro. They would not care about what he accomplished because the Lakers, they want championships. That's all they think about is championships. So he got to bring it. He got to bring it. But I think that the overall trade is more even than what people think. And I think the Nuggets are, not Nuggets, the Mavericks are going to be very good. And and Anthony Davis is still in his late prime. And we'll see what happens. If the Mavericks win a championship and the Lakers don't, then I think that the Mavericks won the trade. But I think both teams did what they had to do. And if you don't believe in a star like a Luka, there might be something going on. I don't know the behind stories because I don't got them type of connections. But I know Luka's a very good player. It's a shame he had to get traded, but maybe the Mavericks didn't want to pay him the super max because of his work ethic when it comes to his weight. But my whole thing is this. At the end of the day, the NBA is a business. And the owners and the players got to do what they have to do. You know what I mean? So I know one thing, that all the players are put on notice. All these superstars that's sitting out of games because of a little hurt pinky or they're not feeling the best, they put on notice now. I think the owners regained power in the NBA because before the players had all the power, supposedly, right? And for, what's his name, Mark Cuban, right? The owner of the Mavericks, says he traded away debatably the best player in the NBA. That puts the power back in the owners on the owner's side because now the players are going to have to ball out. Anybody could be traded now. It don't matter who your name is, what you have accomplished. Unless you're Michael Jordan or a LeBron James caliber player, you can be traded. So, you know, I don't know. Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green and be fighting. Yeah, I think that's a good move, though, for the Golden State Warriors. We're going to see what they do. I love Jimmy Butler's mentality. I think that's a great move. I heard KD went back to the Golden State. Nah, he didn't go back. He stayed with the Phoenix Suns because he said he didn't want to go back to the Golden State Warriors. And I think it's because of Green. I think because of, remember that one time when Green and KD was about to rumble. You know what I mean? And, you know, he didn't want to go back. PG and Jordan. I don't think he went back to Golden State. No, he didn't go back. All Philly sports except Mikey with the Vikings team. I hope he comes around one day. Go eat. Okay. Yeah, that would have been a nasty combination, though. I think if he would have went to the Golden State Warriors, that would have been, because I ain't going to lie. I'm going to keep it real. I love Jimmy Butler, but he ain't no KD. He ain't no KD. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I'm keeping it real. You funny. But shout out to everybody in the building. I'm about to get off. Have a wonderful day. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on your way out. And yeah, man, we're going to see. I'll be live tomorrow for the Sixer game and the Eagles game. But shout out to each and every one of y'all, all y'all support, and have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless and be safe. I'm out.